actually sunny in a lot of spots, but dark in a lot of others. Kind of deceptive. At least I was able to get a flight in, I guess. And what did I read today? How about this first one? It was kind of interesting with all that fear of drones around the world, especially around the US and places like New Jersey. This one was apparently an interesting looking drone, I guess showcased by China. There's a video here showing what's apparently this drone called the WZ-9 Divine Eagle. And from what I read anyways, this is apparently China's early warning UAV per se, designed for anti-stealth types of missions. So you would imagine this would be something scouting out the air in case they see potentially, I guess, other drones or aircraft, or maybe by the sea as well. But again, I'm just kind of interested with the shape of this thing. Like, why was it designed specifically in this manner? And this was apparently the first time, again, where people saw it in the air. There were other pictures of this thing grounded before, but it makes you wonder, why are they showing this off now? Was there some kind of scenario where countries wanted to flex their muscles in terms of their, I guess, tech when it comes to drones and their advancements? Either way, looks kind of interesting, I guess. Because with things like tech and advancements, as you know, like in the US, they had that drone accident in Florida, and it seems like a lot of companies are canceling their drone shows. But in other parts of the world, they're still going ahead. How about this one? This one says, Hong Kong's first Pyrotechnics drone show wows crowd with panda-themed display. Although with that said, they do say here that some drones actually fell from the sky too, so it makes me wonder what's going on. It says Hong Kong's first Pyrotechnics drone show triggered waves of wows from the crowd as 1,000 of the unmanned aerial vehicles flew over Victoria Harbour on Saturday night, shooting out fireworks and forming images of the city's 6 giant pandas. Imagine that. 1,000 drones, and as they say, some of them were actually equipped with the fireworks. I know there's a lot of other shows, for example, where they fire the fireworks and have the drones basically go at the same time, but to have the actual fireworks shoot out from the drone, that's kind of interesting. And even though a lot of people were wild and so forth, they say here, but the 10-minute show at the West Kowloon Cultural District, organized by design studio All Rights Reserved, was not without its hiccups, as some drones were seen dropping into the harbor at the end. A spokesman for the organizer told the Post that signals were temporarily interrupted, but the show was smoothly completed. In one highlight, about 5 minutes into the show, the drones assembled to create a 3-dimensional panda, which then rotated in the sky before they shot off. Each change in the visuals was met with a chorus of wow and beautiful. Now again, it makes you wonder, in these cases, is there some kind of software or hardware flaw? Or are there people actually intentionally trying to disrupt these shows by jamming signals and all that? It makes you wonder, but even though this sounded like for the most part it went through with success, with those types of scenarios, are people going to be again paranoid and having drone shows around the world still? And with that in mind, there seemed to be good news with this one, it seemed like anyways, where somebody used their drone to help rescue a dog that was on thin ice, literally. So they tried to get the dog to get off, but it seemed like nothing was working. So apparently a person with the drone decided to fly out with a piece of chicken attached to it at first, it seems like, I guess with the help of the police officers and so forth, but apparently that wasn't working. So eventually it seemed like they indicated the dog got a little spooked by the drone, so they kept kind of guiding it, and then eventually they guided it to an area where the dog was able to be retrieved afterwards. It makes me think too, in this situation with what the person did, was it, quote, I guess you could say, illegal or legal, because the fact that he attached an item to a drone. A lot of places, or people in general, they get really technical, where this would be technically kind of like transferring, let's just say, items with a drone delivery company, where you have to go through all these rigorous approval process and all that. So will there actually people who say, hey, nope, that what you did is illegal? I mean, you'd be surprised how many people actually do that. But either way, again, I think it's a good use of the tech, and it depends on what you're using and how. Because if it's a situation, for example, you could potentially attach some, I don't know, bottled water or something like that and fly it up a mountain to help somebody in need, I think that should be okay, versus people who always fear-monger it, mostly from what I've seen anyways, just for commercial reasons and all that, which is a little unfortunate. But either way, I guess it's good to read more news like this.
Attention passengers, this is Cameron Control. Please step away from the train and sit in the seat. We have medical help coming. We cannot move the train with you anywhere near it. Please remove yourself from the yellow platform edge. We have help on the way. Remove yourself from the yellow platform edge. We cannot move the train. We're delaying all these other people. Please remove yourself from the yellow platform edge.
Alright, see you guys later.